Welcome into the CHGO Blackhawks pregame show powered by ComEd. It's getting easier for your business to switch to electric vehicles. Learn more at ComEd.com/clean. The Blackhawks and Sabres are going to drop the puck here in about a half hour. I'm Jay Zawaski with Greg Boysen and Mario Tirabassi. Thank you very much for being with us. We appreciate that as the Hawks go for their second win in a row. We'll tell you right off the bat, there's very little information about this game going on right now. No one from the beat is there.
No, the sled dogs couldn't get through the snow.
Yeah, I believe Ben Pope of the Sun-Times was the only one who was going to go.
And did he even go?
No, he did not.
Right?
No.
So
he saw the weather report and was like, "F that."
Yeah. So we don't have lines.
Unlike Dave Gedeon in our chat here says decided to go to the game through the 5 feet of snow. So good job, Dave.
Oh, nice, man.
Decided
not to go to the game.
Oh, never mind, Dave.
Dave, it's soft.
Yeah, Buffalo soft.
5 feet of snow.
Come on.
That's what they used to call
Put
me in
those
college.
tennis rackets on your feet and walk. You'll be fine. No, it is a little bit crazy in Buffalo as it tends to get. I remember was it last year where the Buffalo Bills were on the road and their cars were like literally buried in the snow. And there's somebody who had a pickup that
they
was
got
like
11 feet of snow in like a day and a half.
See,
something ridiculous like that.
Once a year, give me a winter chaos day. One day.
Is minus 50 not a good enough chaos
No,
day?
it's fine. I can do like 1 or 2 days of it, and then I'm done.
Yeah.
Like a nice, cozy day at home, sit at home, batten down the hatches, put all the stuff in front of the doors so the drafts don't come in, and just chill, right? But 3 days in a row of that or 5 feet of snow, that's a bit much.
Well,
but hey, you choose to live in Buffalo.
Exactly. It's just like the people who live in like the path of a hurricane every August. Like you live there.
Yeah.
I want you to be safe, but I can't really sympathize for you that much.
If you know what's coming and what happens, you just got to be prepared for
That's
it.
it. Exactly. Yeah. Know how to handle it. Exactly.
I don't wish harm on anybody, but if you choose to live in the path of something dangerous, that's on you.
Well, in that spirit, the point of that whole conversation was we don't know the lines. We do know. Well, why don't we let Luke Richardson tell you? He's got a little bit of a line update, and the only person interviewing him was Darren Pang, and apparently somebody from Buffalo. Somebody from Buffalo chimes in at the end.
Probably Mike Harrington.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's give it to Mike Harrington.
Have a lot of info.
Game.
Well, thinking it was a back-to-back game, we've had a lot of hockey lately and a lot of hard hockey, kind of chasing games, pushing hard at the end with 6-on-5 situations, overtime as well, and then a lengthy shootout. So put it all together, it's a lot of time on the ice for the guys. So we took yesterday and used it for the best way we could as a restful day for the players, and it'll let the coaches kind of have a chance to talk to the players about. It wasn't our best performance. Ironically, it was our first win in a few games, but we showed some clips on how we played and how we want to play over the last week or two. And, if we can do that and be thankful we got it out an ugly win, putting it together, I think, going forward, that's what we want to do. We want to be able to weather things when it's not fun or it's not going smooth out there and get back to that game that we want to play. It's a fast forechecking, hard style hockey, and I think if we can do that, that going forward, that's going to be huge for us especially being short-staffed with all the injuries down the stretch run. But yesterday, it's a good day for the coaches to kind of regroup, reflect, give them another message that it's great to win in this league, but we need to up our performance from our last outing.
Particularly at even strength, is that part of the fast forechecking style of hockey? Because you're not getting a whole lot of success scoring goals at even strength.
Yeah, and I thought actually the Dallas, Winnipeg, even Edmonton, we had better scoring chances than we did last game. So we definitely, I think some of our best scoring chances come off the forecheck, and we get defensemen to turn pucks over. And tonight, I know they have some really good offensive defensemen there. Sometimes in our pre-scouting, they do get caught up in the rush because they like to be in the offense, and that's where we want to take advantage, whether it's on the hard forecheck with a younger defense core and get them to cough up some pucks and make them pay for that, or catching them up ice and not cheating on it, but just be ready to exploit that and get going and add maybe a defenseman in our line rush for as well.
How difficult is it to contain that tuck line with Tage Thompson and Benson? They seem to have something good going on.
Yeah, they're obviously, the two guys are big and can skate and high-end talent. You have to know where they are at all times. And I think for us to play a good, hard game but disciplined at the same time, we don't want to be in the penalty box because they're good on the power play. But you know what? You just like anybody else, I think it's frustrating when you skate and you don't turn off one check in a game. And the best players get frustrated when you bump them all game, and I think that's what we have to do. Even though those are big, fast players, we got to get to them early, and hopefully we can get some bumps on them and get them off their game.
Comforting as a former defenseman, but as a coach, knowing that you've got like Vlasic and Jones playing almost 30 minutes the last game, but that you know that they got big guys with long reach that can go up against those guys.
Absolutely, and you got Tenorti and Magna, and now Phillips joining in too. So you got lots of guys that have reach, some size, and some skating ability that can play against those guys tonight.
Some big redwood trees there.
Yeah, for sure.
Updates on Connor Murphy?
He's not playing tonight. Same thing. It's not a new injury. It's just something that's aggravating him, and we just thought to miss a shorter period of time now is going to be more beneficial than kind of play through and maybe creating a bigger problem down the road.
With a surprise off day yesterday, how does a moment like this help kind of bring the team together, especially with some newer faces around?
Yeah, it reminds me of the COVID days when everybody was locked up in the hotels, and you had no choice but to be with your teammates like the old days. And I think now having that day, we use it as a body rest, but also it's a bit of a team bonding opportunity where if we're at home or a normal situation, you're kind of in your own hotel rooms and you're getting rest for a game. So you're on your own, or you're at home in your own apartment or house, and you're not together. So I think it's a unique situation that we wanted to make the most out of.
That is Luke Richardson. Thanks to the Blackhawks for use of that video. We appreciate that. And we're going to hear from Kevin Korchinski in a bit here.
Yeah.
Big theme of the guys talking before the game was the fact that they got to kind of hang out as a team yesterday.
Yeah, unexpected day off.
Yeah, so got some ping pong in and some fun going on, which, I mean, those things are always good for teams, especially, when you're struggling. And Luke said it's kind of like the old days right now where the team was together all the time, whereas kind of in the modern game, players are at home, then they show up to the rink, then after the game they kind of go home. I think you also have that a little bit with this team where your older players are family men, your young guys are too young to go out.
Right, yeah.
And seemingly don't have much interest in it when Bedard's around. So it's good that they got to kind of hang out as a team yesterday. Never a bad thing.
Yeah, you get to hang out in a hotel conference room and chat it up, play some cards, play some ping pong, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that translates to the game, to actually have unexpected day off, rest up. You don't have to play back-to-backs as early as you expected. You'll play back-to-backs tonight and tomorrow, but the second game will be at home. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out in this one. Even though they won the last game, it was not a really great effort, but they still got the win. I would love for them to come out with a much better effort than they did the other night. So, yeah, we'll see how it pays off.
Yeah, I mean, we got our we'll reveal our Who's Your Hawk picks here a little bit later in the game, but you said it, and Luke said it too. They were better against Winnipeg, they were better against Dallas, and the game where they really played the worst is the one they get the win in, which is, it's strange. Hockey's dumb. That's how it works.
Like
but
that,
yeah, the effort against San Jose was not great, and you really hope they can come out in this one with a better response, because it happened again, and I know they won that game, but they had no business winning that game. Peter Mrazek won that game.
Yeah.
And once again, when they're up against some of the lesser opponents, they don't come out ready to play. They don't come out 100% ready to go. When it's Winnipeg or Dallas, they know they've got to strap in, be totally ready, totally engaged, play as mistake-free as they can. And for whatever reason, they're of the mind that they can let down against lesser opponents. How do they think of Buffalo? I guess we'll find out in about 20 minutes.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it seems to be a trend this year. And look at the standings. Look at the roster.
Yeah.
You should not be taking anybody lightly.
Right.
You're the team that other teams take lightly, not the other way around. So had they played like they played against Dallas and Winnipeg, they would have probably beat the Sharks by 3 or 4 goals.
Yeah.
They still got the win, though, so they got away with it because you're playing the only team in the league worse than you are right now. But against Buffalo, Buffalo is a team that has been disappointing this year.
Yes, they have.
A lot of people, they were the trendy pick before the season to make the playoffs, to be that young team that takes the next step.
Yeah.
They've dealt with some injuries and some underperformances, and they're not where they wish to be. Be interesting to see if there's a coaching change there over the summer or some sort of shakeup. But they are also a team that the night before the Blackhawks needed a 9-round shootout to beat the San Jose Sharks, beat the Sharks 3-0, dominated them.
Yeah.
So there's your litmus test. Blackhawks needed a shootout to survive a game against the Sharks, and Buffalo dominated the Sharks for 60 minutes. So,
Yeah.
It'll be 2-0 instead of 3-0.
Yeah. We talked about this yesterday on the show a little bit, but whenever I think about the Sabres, it's what gives me a little bit of trepidation about doing the full rebuild, because that's what Sabres did. They win. Was Power number 1 too? Yeah, it was back to back though.
They got Darlene and then Power 2 years apart.
Yeah, it was there was a gap between.
Yeah, there
or
was,
two or
yeah.
three.
Yeah. But you still get 2, no doubt number 1 overall picks. They've both panned out. They've both been as expected.
Pretty
You
good,
got
yeah.
almost 50 out of Tage Thompson last year. Alex Tuch's turned into a nice player. It's a solid team.
Casey Middlestead is finally becoming that player that
Jeff Skinner got a resurgence.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got talent there. They've kind of screwed this season with the goaltending. They thought, hey, rookie Devin Levi is our guy who's 20?
Right out of
21?
college, yeah.
1 year of college, and they throw him in there, and guess what? He was bad.
He's 22, but still.
22.
Still,
but he had
That's
no
20 in goal years.
Yeah.
That's 14 in goalie years. He didn't have enough development. Again, there's a good case for what the Blackhawks are doing with Drew Comezzo.
Yeah.
The Sabres thought they had this top prospect. They put him out there, and he cost them a lot of games early. Games that, they'd probably love to have gone.
You'd love to have back now.
Yeah, you'd love to have 3 or 4 of those in the win column because you'd be right there.
Yeah.
And Ukko Pekka-Luukkonen has been solid at times. He struggled out of the gate, but they spent the first month of the season with 3 goalies on the team. Levi Comrie and Ukko Pekka-Luukkonen.
UPL.
I think.
Hey, that's how you say. That's how you say Merry Christmas in Hawaiian, right? But you had those 3 guys, so nobody could get into a groove.
Right.
You know, UPL was sitting there, and I don't think he had his first start till game 6 or 7, and now he's their top guy. So they screwed the pooch with the goaltending situation, and if they play better down their stretch, and you miss the playoffs by 4, 5, 6 points,
those are going to hurt.
that's going to be why.
That's it. All right, Greg's going to tell you about CIRCA. I'm going to tell you about game time, and then we're going to hear from Kevin Korchinski ahead of this here game. Hawks and Sabres drop the puck at 6.
Yes, CIRCA. We love the CIRCA Sportsbook app.
Sure do.
That is now available in Illinois. Woohoo! You can get it. You can download it on your phone, and you're going to benefit from all the tight money line splits. Games will strive to be a -110 split on the CIRCA Sports menu, unlike those other inferior sports books who may use the -115 or -120 splits. What does that mean to our non-gambling friends out there? Well, that means you can win more money at CIRCA. That's key when you're betting. Don't you want to win more money as opposed to less money? I'm no gambling expert, but I think that's how it goes. Plus, CIRCA does not limit players based on their winnings. Every player has the same limits, unlike other sports books who will limit winning players. I've never had that problem. And what puts CIRCA over the top, besides the no limits And winning more money is the customer service. There are real people behind the CIRCA Sports brand who resolve issues in a timely fashion, unlike other books who use the chatbots. Ooh, yeah, chatbots are the St. Louis Blues of the bot world.
Chatbots.
Ooh, nobody likes them.
Well, I hate chatbots that much, but still.
All aspects of the app are being run by the same team that runs the main CIRCA Sportsbook and CIRCA Resort and Casino in Las Vegas, the one Jay told about their lovely swimming pool the other day.
It's great.
Yeah.
Download the CIRCA Sports Illinois app at circasports.com/Illinois-app to sign
app.
today. Don't forget the Dash app, my friends. Also be on the lookout for CIRCA events, watch parties, and tailgates. If you or someone you know may have a problem with gambling, you can call 1-800-GAMBLER or text GAMB to 833-234 or visit areyourreallywinning.com.
Here's a fun bet tonight from the CIRCA Sports Illinois betting app on tonight's game. A goal in the first 10 minutes of the first period. Yes is -155. No is +135. I'm inclined to go yes. I think we're going to get a goal early in this game. We're gonna get one early.
We think it's Arvid Soderblom, so
it could be
perhaps.
Yeah. Perhaps. So yeah, I'm gonna put a little shiny nickel on that.
Ooh,
-155 first goal in the first 10 minutes of the first period.
All right, I like it. We'll see. We'll fill you in after the game.
And if I'm wrong, you can send letters to j@allchgo.com.
Yeah.
Angry letters.
Stop sending feed pics, Greg. Not paying you for them.
You bought the subscription, my friend.
I unsubscribed months ago. I saved them all. All right, and if you're frustrated with your ticket buying purchase because, speaking of things that are evil, like chatbots, monopolized ticketing services are right up there with them.
Yes,
sure.
You want to head over to
the devil.
Game Time. You should not have to worry when you're buying tickets to your next big event, be it a concert, a play, a musical, a game, whatever. You're trying to go entertain yourself. Game Time is the place to do it. It is a fast and easy way to buy tickets for all the sports, music, comedy, and theater events near you with killer last-minute deals, all-in prices, views from your seat, and their best price guarantee. Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying tickets. I know, even though the Hawks are at the bottom of the league here in the standings, the games have been pretty well attended. Hawks tickets are not easy to find. So looking at the next few home games tomorrow, Hawks and Islanders, skip that one. $29 get you in the building. How about the Wild at the Hawks on February 7th? $17 get you in the building.
There's a reason those tickets are low.
The Red Hot Vancouver Canucks on the 13th, $17.
That's pretty
good.
good.
Get you in the building.
That's a great price to
deal.
see that team.
Absolutely.
The Canucks.
There's Sam Lafferty revenge game.
Yeah.
It is. Don't forget that. I've had that marked in my calendar for
Won't
minutes.
be the Anthony Beauvillier revenge game, so we missed out on that.
No.
Yeah. But, hey, that's just an example of some of the great deals going on at Game Time right now. It's an awesome place to find your tickets. It's the only ticketing app that gives you complete peace of mind with your purchase. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code CHGO for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHGO for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. All right. We also heard from Kevin Korchinski ahead of this game after the morning skate, and he was a bit of a jovial mood, showing the personality a little bit. So let's hear what Kevin Korchinski had to say.
That Chutes and Ladders tournament they had yesterday at the hotel.
Candyland.
After the surprise off day, what was the energy like to stay motivated for the game today?
Oh, I think we're really motivated. Obviously, we got a rest day yesterday. We got a little ping pong and stuff like that. And yeah, it was a good day. And then we're just gonna attack today, like it was yesterday.
Okay, give me the scoops on the ping pong. Who was the better player in ping pong?
Well, me and Gutty played,
Yeah.
and I kind of worked him. So he'd say otherwise, but I think I beat him every time.
So you know that I'm going to go right from here to Gutty, right?
Yeah. He'll probably say that he won, but he did.
Is it because you think he's shorter and closer to the table?
Maybe that might be the reason. I think it's just just doesn't have it in him. He doesn't have that dog in him for ping pong. Maybe I don't know. You're gonna have to ask him.
He's a college guy.
Yeah, he should. They probably that's all they do in college. Like we don't. I guess we do have a ping pong table, but we didn't play a lot.
Do you think because of, your experiences playing junior hockey and being together all the time with the guys and being on buses, but do you think even yesterday was a time to maybe come together as a team?
Yeah, I think so,
Bonding?
honestly. Yeah, you can never get enough of that stuff. Bonding, getting to know guys, whether it's just like playing cards, stuff like that. It goes a long way on the ice, kind of helps build those bonds, and those are the players you play for. So, yeah.
One more question for you, since you grew up in tough Saskatchewan. Did that weather seem a little soft for you?
I wouldn't say
Here versus
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan.
It's just different.
Best place ever.
Yeah, Saskatchewan's amazing, but yeah, I don't know. I think obviously when you close down the roads and stuff, you can't do it. But yeah, I think it was obviously a cold day, but.
There is Kevin Korchinski.
There he
What's the
is.
count for?
4.
All right.
Yeah.
It's getting better.
It's getting better.
Not bad. Yeah,
Four over 90 seconds. That's
not a bad ratio. Yeah, and it's fun to hear him, open up a little bit, give Cole Gutman there a little jab about the ping pong little tournament that they had. But yeah, good to hear from Kevin, and it's just good to hear that the mood is still pretty good with this team, even though from an outsider's perspective you'd think it was miserable for the way the season's been going. But a lot of these guys they know the drill, and they know what their secondary objectives are this season, other than the overarching primary objective of every NHL team, which is win the Stanley Cup.
Right.
For this team, it's what else can you do besides those big things?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's good. Like you said, we mentioned this yesterday too. It's when you see guys wanting to resign here, be it Dickinson, Foligno, maybe Peter Mrazek. I wrote about that today for all CHGO if you want to check it out. And the Rebuild Report came out Wednesday, so jump on there and check those out. When you see guys anxious and ready to re-sign, even though the season's gone as it has, I think it indicates that behind the scenes things are going pretty well.
Yeah.
Happy with the coaches, happy with their teammates, happy with the general approach of the way things are going. So to me, that's more than we can really break down after every game or kind of guess based on our limited time in the locker room. When you see guys putting pen to paper that want to be here, I think that probably says more than anything. And
I've got Blackhawks lines.
Ooh.
These are courtesy of Lance Lysakowski. I hope I said that right. Of the Buffalo News.
Thank you, Lance.
And there is no Ryan Donato in the lineup tonight. Another one bites the dust, apparently.
Really?
Pitlick, Kurashev, Radish, top line. That stays the same. Second line looks the same. Blackwell, Dickinson, Anderson. Third line, Reichel, Entwistle, Gutman. And then it is Kachuk, Sanford, Reese Johnson on
Ryan
the fourth
Donato.
line. So it looks
Interesting.
Reese Johnson in, Ryan Donato out. Our defensive pairings, Vlasic Jones, Korchinski, Megna, Tonordi, Phillips. Hold on to your butts. Arvid Soderblom, starting goalie. So there you go.
Interesting with Donato
Yeah, I don't know if
out.
that's a healthy scratch or
An unhealthy one.
or something happened, or you just want to get Reese Johnson in because he hasn't played in 3 or 4 games. I don't know.
That's
We're not there to
interesting.
ask him.
if I'm scratching someone for Reese Johnson, it's not Ryan Donato.
No, I don't think so.
It's Lucas Reichel.
Maybe.
Speaking of,
I mean, but that's what
No.
we're talking about, right? Like the consequences and the paying off. And
Somebody in the chat says Donato is under the weather.
all right.
So
where
I
people
haven't
are
seen
getting it.
anything
Yeah,
of
it's-
that.
haven't heard that, but I mean, it's surprising. He hasn't been. I wouldn't say his play has driven him out of the lineup,
No.
but yeah. So I would assume it's some sort of injury, ailment, illness, whatever it is.
Maybe he's feeling a little
He stayed outside too long in Buffalo.
after that. Maybe he's feeling sore after that scrap he had.
That was a couple games ago.
You never know. Yeah, it was the
Too
game
many
before.
Buffalo wings.
Yeah. Maybe
He's got heartburn.
got
Happens
hurt.
to all of us.
Got hurt in the ping pong.
At the old Ring of Fire.
Yeah.
Got hurt in the ping pong table. Ping
Yeah.
pong
Korchinski's
tournament.
rocked one off his forehead. And
Yeah.
he's
So
in the
I'm not
concussion
seeing
protocol.
anything
Yeah, it's
out there for him.
Hopefully we get some information. We'll talk to Luke tomorrow. At some point.
Evil Blitz says he heard it on WGN Radio's pregame show. So
Oh, okay.
So that thanks for the update there, Evil Bills. Sorry, I read that wrong.
thanks, Joe Brand.
Yes. Thank you for the update. We appreciate that. But But what are you doing listening to WGN while we're on?
Yeah, seriously. No, we
And
appreciate it. man.
maybe he likes to, have the radio and the TV on at the same time. He likes to party.
Oh, that's what Murph used to do. Remember Murph on The Score?
Yeah,
He would listen to the radio and TV at the same time.
Anybody?
And then he would leave you voicemails about the stuff he wanted from both games, and you could hear both broadcasts in the background.
Nice.
I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good now. Spent a lot of time.
I was actually going for the Ricky Bobby Talladega Nights reference, but that's more local, so good job.
All right, I got to lay it down. Let's end the show. We've got a $5 super chat here from Scott. He says, last time Bedard was hurt, he developed that shot. Do you think he comes out of this one with another scary top-notch ability?
Yes, I hope he learns how to avoid getting hit in the mouth. That's the ability I'd like him to have.
He's going
His
to come
jaw
out looking
is
like the
stronger than
Crimson
ever.
Chin.
Yeah. His, well, never mind. His jaw is going to come back stronger, so he can talk more shit. He'll be the new Brad Marchand.
He'll take more punches. He'll get in fights and he'll put his arms to the side and just boom, boom, boom right off the chin.
Let's not do that.
Won't even fall down.
All right, well, let's see how the game goes.
We
Looking
got-
for
we
two
got-
in a
we got
row
who's
here.
your
Hey, who's our
Oh,
Hawks?
yeah, I keep forgetting stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll give you some.
It's PTSD does that.
Yeah,
to
I was
me.
gonna give you a little slack. We
Thank
had
you.
Murph memories, and that can't be good for anybody. Not far enough.
All right, here's your Who's Your Hawk picks for tonight. I had last pick, so go ahead, fellas. Let them know who you had.
I had first pick. I went Philip Kurashev because he was really good last game, and he had 2 points, a goal, and an assist the last time they played the Sabres. So
He's got that dog in him.
Playing the numbers.
yeah, why not?
I took the guy who doesn't have the dog in him, but did have a goal in him and a fight in the last game. Cole Gutman. Would be cool to see him snowball that effort from the last game into this game.
All right.
Get it? Snow, Buffalo?
Yep.
Got it.
All right, nice.
Freezing, but okay. I went with Lucas Reichel
Snowball?
because I'll tell you later.
Never seen Clerks?
I'm trying to manifest it to happen. We can't tell you
Yeah.
on the podcast. We'll tell you after the show.
No, I've seen Clerks. I just didn't know that's
a
what you were
bridge too
referencing.
far for YouTube.
I got it.
Yeah, so I'm hoping Lucas Reichel gets it. I also don't love wearing a helmet, so it's win-win.
It's a calculated effort.
Exactly. All right, we'll talk to everybody after the game. One final reminder. We are powered by ComEd. It is getting easier for your business to switch to electric vehicles. Learn more at ComEd.com/clean. Do us a favor, hit that like button on the way out, and we'll talk to you as soon as the final horn sounds on the CHGO Blackhawks podcast.
We all silly like the mayor.